If the Earth were to lose its oxygen-rich atmosphere for even just 15 minutes, it would have catastrophic consequences for all oxygen-dependent life forms, including humans and animals. Here's what would likely happen. Immediate loss of consciousness. Without oxygen in the atmosphere, humans and most other animals would lose consciousness within seconds. Our brains are highly sensitive to oxygen levels, and the lack of oxygen would lead to rapid brain function impairment. Suffocation. In the absence of oxygen, people and animals would be unable to breathe, leading to suffocation. The respiratory system would cease to function, and there would be a severe lack of oxygen in the bloodstream. Cellular damage. Every living cell on Earth relies on oxygen for various metabolic processes, including energy production. The sudden absence of oxygen would cause cellular damage and dysfunction throughout all organisms. Plant and phytoplankton die off. Plants and phytoplankton, which are responsible for producing oxygen through photosynthesis, would also be severely affected. The lack of carbon dioxide, which is released by animals during respiration, would disrupt the photosynthesis process. This would have long-term consequences for the global ecosystem, as it would disrupt the food chain and lead to a decline in oxygen production. Global ecological disruption. The loss of oxygen would have cascading effects on the entire ecosystem. Animals, including humans, would die off rapidly. The extinction of many species would occur within hours or days. Atmospheric changes. The removal of oxygen from the atmosphere would also have significant effects on the composition of the atmosphere. Oxygen makes up about 21% of the Earth's atmosphere, and its sudden absence would alter the chemical balance. This could have unpredictable consequences for weather patterns and other atmospheric processes. Potential recovery. If oxygen were to be reintroduced to the atmosphere within a short time frame, within minutes to hours, some hardy microorganisms might survive, and the process of oxygen production by photosynthetic organisms could potentially resume over time. However, it would take a long time for the atmosphere to return to pre-loss oxygen levels, and the damage to the ecosystem would be extensive. It's important to emphasize that this scenario is purely hypothetical and not scientifically feasible. Oxygen is a fundamental element for life on Earth, and the planet's atmosphere contains a stable balance of oxygen and other gases that support the diverse forms of life that inhabit it. Any significant disruption to this balance would result in catastrophic consequences for all living organisms.